Okay, the first thing we have to understand is that our slab have to finish in the last layer is gonna stop our wall. Okay, in this case is the roof, so we have to edit and we need to see all the layers. The problem that we have is in the 3D we don't see all the layers. So we will go for the first level and we will move our slab, these lines, until the last layer is going to stop. Which one is it? It will depend on the project. With this button, we will make all the lines thinner so we can see them properly, but don't forget to place it again before printing. If not, every line will be the same thickness and you won't see what is in section and what is not. Okay, so to work thin lines, and what we are doing now is modifying our slab until the place where it's gonna stop. Each one of your projects will be different. You can do it manually, you can do it with this order, align, AL. You press align, you go over the line that you want, you press tab until you select it, then click the left button of your mouse and then the slab. Okay, escape twice. So this for each wall. Okay, I did it only for one wall, and the same happens to our curtain wall. If our curtain wall is stopping in our slab, this is the right detail. Okay, all depends on your project. That's what you have to understand. There is no right or wrong. It's what is your project doing. If your curtain wall is going up and creating the parapet, you should continue, you should move this line backwards to this point or to this point. All depends on your project. Sometimes the structure of your slab, of your curtain wall will stop in the slabs and will be hanged there. But the glass will continue and the exterior part also. Sometimes your whole curtain wall will go from up to bottom, sometimes it will stop it. But this is part of your project. This is what you have to understand. That's why it's so important to do the detail first by hand. Okay? Because the program don't know the real thing, so you have to do it manually. Okay? So let's place it in this position in this moment. So I'm gonna say okay, and then go back to my section. As you can see, my mullion is gonna be a stop here. I can directly select my wall, come over. Okay, I will select the whole wall, filter, mullions. No, I want to select the whole thing. So I will go to here, and instead of say attach top base, detach, okay, because I attach it, I select it, and I'm gonna connect it to the parapet level. So when I go to the 3D, my curtain wall is until the parapet level. It should be shown in this moment. No, it should be there. It is, but it's not showing. Maybe let me unjoin it. Thing is that it should be. Okay. As the program don't let us to pass through the mullion because it considers one total element, whole thing, so we cannot go through. We just move backwards, and these elements we will place it manually to level 2 because I don't want them to be flying over there. Okay, so let's go here and let's check for our detail in this point. Okay, we have our roof, we have our mullion, we want to do our detail. If we want to do it in 2D, basically, first of all, we are going to do a call out, okay, because we are going to do only the detail. We are not going to do the whole element. So we will place this call out, that is basically the element of the section or any detail, and you will have your call out here. You will say that is 1 to 5, 1 to 10, and we are going to work here in the first place only with 2D drawings. Then we will do another 3D. Okay. So if we want to add 2D elements, annotate, and we have all these elements. Yeah. Okay. If you want to fill the region, it will be this one. So let's go one by one to the elements that we have, and then we do the detail. Detail lines, basically, we can draw whatever we want. I will do something now, okay? But it's like if we were in AutoCAD. We just draw 2D lines to fill the detail. Regions, we have two types of regions. Masking region, basically what we are going to place is a blank paper on the top of the drawing that we have already, so we can do the proper lines. Okay, we have something that is not enough detailed, so we are going to put the blank paper so we can draw with lines and regions. And filled region, what is it is a hatch. Basically, you do a contour, you select your hatch, so you are placing the materials. Now we are talking 2D, so it's AutoCAD. So you have the sections, you have the details produced by Revit in 3D, and you have the plans. So then when I go 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, if I want to do it 2D, I just have to draw on the top of this. Then we have components. Components, basically, when we are talking about 2D, are elements, okay? If I have a beam under my slab, it's not the case, I just place this beam. This is a 2D drawing. If I go to my previous section, it's not appearing, okay? We will do, after this drawing, we will do a 3D one, okay? And these elements are 2D. So basically, we can use any block that we have in AutoCAD, place it inside a family of a 2D drawing, and bring it here for detailing. Okay, that is very easy. We'll show it afterwards. Now, we are gonna use the ones that we have. Okay, then we have installation, that basically is the drawing for the installation, that you just place it and select the size, 5 centi, 8 centi, 10 centi, whatever you want, and you will got it in place. Okay, that's all. So let's try to do a drawing. Okay, if this is concrete reinforced and you want to do it, just go for region, field region. We do the drawing for the region where we want a hatch. Okay, edit type, duplicate, concrete slab. So you will have this region done already. And you have two types of patterns, foreground and background. Foreground is always going to be on the top, so it's a hatch. And usually background, we only use it if we want to color something on the back. Okay, so on the foreground we can put or the concrete or the reinforcement or something that you want to be shown, okay? And on the back, if you want it gray or you want it with a hatch on the back. So let's do it. This is the color. So we can place it in gray, we can place it in any color that we want. It can be black. Usually for hatches, I don't go for black, I go for a gray, but you can use it black if you want it. And the pattern. So you can choose one of the patterns, in this case, concrete, okay? And you have two types of pattern, model and drafting. In this case, drafting. And if you have, sorry, I selected in the background, not in the foreground. And for the background, if you want it in gray, for example, solid region, and you change the color. So now, okay. Okay. And you got your region. Okay, let's go view, thin lines. You want that the concrete region is thicker because it's the structure. Okay, then in that case, I select it again, edit the boundary. I'm gonna select my lines, and instead of thin lines, I go medium or wide. There are three types of thicknesses. For a structure, usually we go for wide. So you have the structure and then the finishings, okay? Then I want to connect any other element. Here, a metal U. So I'm gonna come for annotate, and let's say that this cladding, this curtain wall is connected by a metal U. So I'm gonna go to that to lines, thin line, and I'm gonna create my profile. 20 centi is too much, so 1 centi by 15 centi. Okay, and 5 centi of the plate. This one is 5 centi, what I want. So 50. Okay, and now this is gonna be fixed by 2 bolts. So I'm gonna go for lines here, hexagon, and I'm gonna create my 2 bolts. I want them to be in the middle. So here, this is the middle point. So I'm gonna move it here, copy. So this, okay, it's not the middle point. So I should go to know the middle point for this. So I'm gonna do lines. This is the middle. Another line. So basically I'm drawing. This is AutoCAD. My point, middle point to here. Then I delete the lines that I don't want. And I have my 2 bolts. Okay, if you want it with the round. Okay, if you want it in the side of the screw, it's like this. I want to see the parapet. Okay, so I'm gonna do my detail bigger. So I can come here and create a parapet wall. Okay, that is, but the face of my project is the curtain wall. So I'm gonna keep the curtain wall here, my beam, my concrete slab. I'm not saying that the layers are correct. I'm just showing how to create the layers. So basically, annotate, region, masking region, and I'm gonna create a 20 centi for CMU, masking region, escape ones. I select the lines, invisible lines.